Why do dogs tilt their heads? It's more than just a cute gesture, it's a complex behavior shaped by their senses and their bond with us. When your dog cocks its head, it's not random. It's a deliberate action to process sights and sounds and to connect with you. The head tilt helps dogs see our faces better and hear new sounds more clearly, almost like they're fine-tuning their senses. Researchers have found that this gesture is a sophisticated adjustment tool, not just an adorable quirk. Dogs tilt their heads for several reasons: to improve vision, sharpen hearing, and better understand our emotions. Every tilt is a glimpse into your dog's mind, a sign they're engaged and trying to make sense of your world. So next time you see that head tilt, remember, it's not just cute, it's a sign of your dog's intelligence and desire to connect. One major reason dogs tilt their heads, that charming and quizzical gesture we all adore, is to see us better. They're trying to get a clearer picture, quite literally, of what we're communicating, especially our mouths when we speak. They focus intently on the subtle movements of our lips, trying to decipher the sounds and emotions behind our words. For long-muzzled breeds, like German Shepherds or Collies, their own nose can block part of their view, creating a visual obstruction that makes it difficult to fully see our faces, making it hard to read our facial cues. Those subtle expressions, the crinkling of our eyes, the curve of our smile, they're all vital to understanding what we're feeling and saying. Studies show that dogs with longer snouts tilt their heads more often, perhaps as a natural compensation for this visual challenge, than flat-faced breeds like pugs or bulldogs, who have a much clearer, unobstructed view. By tilting, they move their muzzle out of the way, effectively clearing their line of sight, getting a clearer look at our expressions and lips. This allows them to gather more visual information and better understand our intentions. This adjustment helps them pick up on emotional and verbal cues, allowing them to respond appropriately to our commands and feelings, deepening their understanding of us and strengthening the bond we share. Dogs have evolved to read our faces, becoming experts at interpreting our expressions and body language. And the head tilt is a clever solution to a physical limitation, a testament to their adaptability and intelligence. It's not just about seeing better, although that's certainly a factor. It's about seeing us better, understanding us more completely, and connecting with us on a deeper level. The tilt is a sign of focus, a clear indication that your dog is actively engaged in trying to understand you, showing they don't want to miss a thing. Every word, every nuance, every subtle shift in your expression. It's their way of saying, "I'm paying attention to you," a silent declaration of their unwavering devotion. That adorable gesture is your dog's way of connecting, a charming and endearing expression of their desire to understand, with the person they love most, solidifying the unbreakable bond between human and canine. Have you ever noticed your dog tilting their head when they hear a strange sound? It's one of the most endearing and puzzling behaviors our canine companions exhibit. The head tilt isn't just a cute quirk, it's actually a complex mechanism that helps dogs locate sounds more precisely. They are trying to pinpoint the exact location of the sound. Dogs hear a wider range of frequencies than we do, giving them a richer auditory experience of the world around them. But even with their superior hearing, pinpointing where a sound comes from, especially vertically, can be tricky for them. It's a challenge of auditory processing that requires a bit of canine ingenuity. By tilting their head, dogs adjust the position of their ears, subtly changing the angle at which sound waves enter their ear canals. This slight adjustment changes how sound waves reach each ear, creating a minute difference in timing and intensity. This tiny shift helps their brain triangulate the sound's exact location, allowing them to create a mental map of their sonic environment. You'll notice this behavior most prominently when you make a new noise, something unfamiliar that piques their auditory curiosity. Or when you use a squeaky toy, a sound that seems to hold an irresistible allure for many dogs. The head tilt is their way of analyzing and locating the sound, trying to understand its origin and meaning. In the wild, this skill was crucial. It helped them find prey rustling in the underbrush or avoid danger lurking nearby. It was a matter of survival. Now, at home, this finely tuned skill helps them find a hidden ball tucked away under the sofa, or better understand your voice, deciphering your commands and affections. Beyond just locating sounds, dogs also use the tilt to better catch the subtle nuances of tone and pitch in our speech, paying close attention to the emotional cues we convey. They are trying to figure out what we mean, not just the words we say, but the underlying sentiment and intention behind them. So when you talk to your dog in a special, affectionate tone, using that high-pitched, sing-song voice we often reserve for our furry friends, that adorable head tilt means, "I'm listening closely, trying to understand every nuance of what you're saying." It's a sign of their innate curiosity, their deep connection to us, and their unwavering effort to understand and connect with their human companions. The head tilt, that endearing quirk we often see in our canine companions, is more than just a cute habit. It's also a sign of empathy, a window into their emotional world. It suggests they're actively trying to understand what we're feeling and what we're trying to communicate. Dogs are experts at reading our emotions, far more perceptive than we often give them credit for. They observe subtle changes in our facial expressions, body language, and tone of voice, piecing together a comprehensive understanding of our emotional state. When you speak to your dog in a gentle or emotional tone, perhaps sharing a heartfelt story or offering words of comfort, the tilt shows they're focusing all their senses on you, trying to decipher the nuances of your message. It's as if they're saying, "I'm listening and I care." Certain words like walk, those magic words that instantly ignite excitement, or treat, another verbal treasure that promises delightful rewards, trigger the tilt as dogs process their meaning, activating their cognitive abilities to understand the implications of these exciting words, and anticipate what's next, eagerly awaiting the promised adventure or delicious snack. The head tilt becomes a physical manifestation of their anticipation. It's a visible sign of their cognitive effort, a clear indication that their brains are working hard to make sense of the information they're receiving, connecting your words to their experiences, bridging the gap between human language and canine understanding. It's a beautiful example of interspecies communication. Some researchers believe dogs learn through repeated positive reinforcement that tilting their head gets a positive response, a reward of praise, attention, or even a tasty treat. But even if learned, the initial impulse is genuine connection, a heartfelt desire to understand and engage with their beloved human. Dogs are social animals, hardwired to seek connection and belonging within a group. And for our domesticated companions, we are their pack, their family, the center of their social universe. The head tilt is a powerful social tool, a nonverbal cue that strengthens the bonds within the pack, showing engagement and a desire to bond, signaling their willingness to participate in the social dynamic. You'll see it most during quiet, one-on-one moments when the distractions of the outside world fade away and the focus is solely on the connection between you and your dog. In these moments, your dog isn't just waiting for a command, passively obeying instructions. They're participating in a conversation, actively listening and attempting to understand the meaning behind your words. This gesture is a silent signal, a subtle yet profound expression of their attentiveness and empathy. "I'm here and I'm trying to understand you," they seem to say with that endearing head tilt. It's one of the many ways dogs show their empathy, their capacity to understand and share our feelings. It's a testament to their remarkable ability to connect with us on an emotional level and deepen our special bond, enriching our lives in countless ways. The head tilt is more than a sensory adjustment. It's a key part of canine communication. Just as we nod or lean in to show we're listening, dogs tilt their heads to signal attention and engagement. This gesture helps make our interactions smoother and more meaningful. Dogs also use the head tilt with each other, often as a sign of curiosity or to show they mean no harm. The context matters. A tilt during a strange noise signals curiosity, while a tilt during training shows focus. By watching when your dog tilts their head, you can learn what they're thinking or feeling. It's a subtle but powerful way dogs express themselves. The head tilt bridges the communication gap between species, inviting us to keep the conversation going. It's a testament to their adaptability and their desire to connect with us. Positive reinforcement plays a big role in how often dogs tilt their heads. When we react with affection or treats, dogs quickly learn that tilting their head gets them attention and rewards. What starts as an instinctive gesture soon becomes a deliberate way to charm us. Dogs are smart. They use the head tilt to get what they want, whether it's a treat or just your focus. But the original reasons, seeing and hearing better, are still there. Our reactions simply make the behavior more frequent and meaningful. It's a perfect example of how our bond shapes their actions and vice versa. Not all dogs tilt their heads the same way or for the same reasons. Long-muzzled breeds tilt more for visual reasons, while flat-faced breeds do it less. Ear shape matters too. Dogs with floppy ears may tilt more to adjust their hearing. Breeds bred for close human partnership, like border collies or golden retrievers, often tilt their heads more to connect with us. But every dog is unique. Personality, training, and history all play a part. You might have a pug who tilts constantly, or a shepherd who rarely does. Observing your own dog's habits reveals their individuality and deepens your connection. The head tilt taps into our instincts. We find it irresistibly cute because it makes dogs look more curious and vulnerable. This gesture triggers our nurturing response, much like a baby's big eyes or round face. We also see intelligence and thoughtfulness in the tilt, projecting our own feelings onto our dogs. The tilt often happens during happy moments, reinforcing our bond and positive emotions. It's a visual cue that everything is right in our shared world. The head tilt embodies what we love about dogs: innocence, loyalty, and focus on us. In that small movement, we see their desire to connect. It's a simple gesture that speaks volumes about our relationship. The canine head tilt is a blend of anatomy, psychology, and connection. It helps dogs see and hear us better, shows empathy, and acts as a communication tool. It's also a learned behavior, reinforced by our affection. This small gesture reveals the complexity of the canine mind and their desire to understand us. The next time your dog tilts its head, appreciate the intelligence and love behind it. It's a silent conversation, a bridge between our worlds. By paying attention to these moments, we deepen our bond. There's always more to discover about the amazing animals who share our lives.